If you're looking for a book to read that's gonna give you what you need, the Quran is like a light. The readers, they shine so bright. It shows us the way to go. Before it, we did not know. When you put it in your heart, I think you're gonna say, I love Quran. First you gotta read it, then you understand it, then you wanna say, I love Quran. When you understand it, then you gotta do it, then you wanna say, I love Quran.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear viewers, to your program of Quran for Kids. And we have been together for a while, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. And in this program, as we know, we look into one section, one ayah, or could be more from the Quran, and we read it together, and we get the chance to draw some lessons and learn some lessons from those ayah that we read together. Today we will read from Surah Taha, from verse number 115 to 122. And let me first introduce my beautiful guests here in the studio. First one right here is Muhammad Daboor, and he is been doing great as far as the hifz and revision of the Quran, mashallah. And what's your surah again? Could you remind us?
Surah Al-An'am.
Surah Al-An'am, mashallah. And right next to him is
Huda Daboor.
Huda Daboor, noisy Huda, a lot of noise before we get to the recording, and now she's so quiet, mashallah, but pretty. And what's your surah, Huda? Hudi.
Surah Al-Dukhan.
Surah Al-Dukhan, mashallah. Right next to Huda is Abdullah Amr, Abdullah Daboor, now sleepy and now, you know, funny, but very noisy and very, is all over the studio, mashallah. Jazakallah khair, Abdullah. What surah you are doing?
I didn't start Surah Taha yet.
You did not start Surah Taha yet, you are almost there, you're there. So this is the surah, you're going to get to this very soon, inshallah, whatever we're going to read today. And next to Abdullah, what's your name?
Ahmad Usama.
Ahmad Usama, mashallah, beautiful. Ahmad is a new guest with us today. Welcome, Ahmad. Right next to Ahmad is
Noor Muhammad Khashba.
Noor Muhammad Khashba. Can you say it again?
Noor Muhammad Khashba.
Beautiful, mashallah. I think everybody knows you by now. You are the star of our program, Noor, mashallah, amongst all of these stars that we have in here. I do welcome all of you, and we are going to start with reading this part from the Quran. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Let's go to it, inshallah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
ولقد عهدنا إلى آدم من قبل فنسي.
ولقد عهدنا
فنسي ولم نجد له عزما.
فنسي ولم نجد له عزما.
وإذ قلنا للملائكة اسجدوا.
وإذ قلنا للملائكة اسجدوا.
Let's do this again. وإذ قلنا للملائكة اسجدوا.
وإذ قلنا للملائكة
اسجدوا لآدم فسجدوا.
اسجدوا لآدم فسجدوا.
If you start from it, it's going to be U. اسجدوا لآدم فسجدوا.
اسجدوا لآدم فسجدوا.
فسجدوا إلا إبليس أبى.
فسجدوا إلا إبليس أبى.
فقلنا يا آدم إن هذا عدو لك.
فقلنا يا آدم إن هذا عدو لك
ولزوجك. فلا يخرجنكما من الجنة فتشقى.
فلا يخرجنك من
One more time. فلا يخرجنكما من الجنة فتشقى.
فلا يخرجنك من الجنة فتشقى.
إن لك ألا تجوع فيها.
إن لك ألا تجوع فيها.
ولا تعرى. وأنك لا تظمأ. لا تظمأ فيها ولا تضحى.
لا تظمأ فيها ولا تضحى.
فوسوس إليه الشيطان. قال يا آدم. هل أدلك. هل أدلك على شجرة الخلد. وملك لا يبلى. فأكلا منها. فبدت لهما سوآتهما. وطفقا يخصفان عليهما من ورق الجنة. من ورق الجنة. وعصى آدم ربه فغوى. ثم اجتباه ربه. فتاب عليه وهدى. ما شاء الله. ممتاز. Beautiful. You have a question, Abdullah, even before we start? Go ahead.
If Sayyidina Adam...
I'm sorry for interruption. Is it related to the ayat, the verses? Because
Yes.
we're gonna talk about this, and then probably you can get your question answered.
Related to the last ayah.
Related to the last ayah?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Give me your question.
Not necessarily the last ayah. But if Sayyidina Adam alayhi salam did not make the mistake and eat from the fruit, would we live in Jannah and not live on earth?
Okay. Well, this is the assumption question, philosophical question. What if Sayyidina Adam did not eat from the fruit? Like, what would happen to us? We would be here on earth, because what happened? Let's get to the story from the beginning. Actually, before that, Allah said in Surah Al-Baqarah, before creating Adam alayhi salam, He said to angels, as we said before, what did He say? إِنِّي جَاعِلٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ خَلِيفَةً. I am intending to make a Khalifa, like a person to be there on earth. This creation that will, succeed one another and come after one another, right? So we were created. Like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knew that all of that will happen. It was probably some kind of a course for Sayyidina Adam to learn from his mistakes, or we all can learn from our mistakes, and this is something that we have to. It's not a problem to make a mistake, as long as you don't do it in purpose. Even if you did it in purpose, there's always a chance to come back, right? Let's get to the story from the beginning. Allah said, وَلَقَدْ عَهِدْنَا إِلَىٰ آدَمَ مِنْ قَبْلُ فَنَسِي. Before we even talk about this, we talked about Sayyidina Adam's creation before. How did Allah create him? He was made of?
Earth.
Earth. What kind of earth? You know, if you look at the earth, the soil, there are so many kinds. Some are black, some are fertile, some are like rocky, some are like sand, some are like a little reddish, some are like a little yellowish, right?
Some are
mud, various kinds of earth that are out there, right? So which kind of earth that Adam was created from? The reddish, the whitish, the sand, the soil?
mud.
The mud. Actually, the hadith, a process, part of the one stage of the process of creating Adam alayhi salam was mud. But a hadith from the Prophet ﷺ is giving us such a wonderful dimension into that. He said, إن الله خلق آدم. Indeed, Allah created Adam من قبضة قبضها من جميع الأرض. From a handful of earth that Allah took from all over earth. All over the earth. Like some sand are there. Some that's why the Prophet ﷺ said فكان منهم الأبيض. Some of them are kind of whitish, you know, light colored, Caucasian, and some are darker, and some are in between. And وكان منهم السهل والحزن. Some are like easygoing, soft, and some are a little tough and in between. So the point I'm trying to make in here, according to this hadith, Adam alayhi salam, our father of humanity, was created from all kinds of soil, right? All kinds of earth, the different kinds of, various kinds of earth, one handful that Allah took from earth, and it had all the different kinds. And that's why we are so different. Even though it's the same face, every single person, every human being has how many faces?
One.
One face, right? All of us. And in this face, how many eyes do we get there? Noor, how many eyes? We got 2 eyes, right? Beautiful. And how many nose we have in there? One nose. How many mouth we have in there? One mouth. All of us, everybody has one face, right? 2 eyes, 1 nose, 1 mouth, 1 head, 2 hands. All of us are like the same. But can you see any 2 people who are identically like one another? They are identical. Can you see that? Even twins, they look same, but the mom can differentiate. But can you see 2 people who are identical? No. This is impossible to have 2 people who are identical, 100% identical in everything. And that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us from various, you know, the material we're made of is various, and we came in such, you know, diverse colors and languages and what have you. We continue with that, and we take more details about this, but right after the break. We have a quick break and we come back. Stay with us.
If you're looking for a book to read that's going to give you what you need, the Quran is like a light. The readers, they shine so bright. If you're looking for a book to read that's going to give you what you need, the Quran is like a light. The readers, they shine so bright.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome back, dear viewers, to your program Quran for Kids. And we are living with the story of Sayyidina Adam alayhi salam from Surah Taha, as Allah mentioned it. And we were talking about how Allah Azza wa Jalla created Sayyidina Adam alayhi salam, the father of humanity, from earth, and from a handful of earth that was taken off the entire earth. And some of us will be black, some of us will be white, some of us will be hard to deal with, some will be easy, and in between, different colors, different ethnicities, different people. And this is something good. We need that. Just try to imagine if all of us will be just like females, males, that age, more or less. It's not going to be like, you know, as interesting, right? Do you have something, Ahmed?
The sand.
The sand, from the sand, yes. Sand is one category that Allah created people from. And, you know, you have people who are like this, people who are like that, right? So we are so various in how we look, what kind of languages do we speak, what kind of character that we have. Abdullah.
If we are all females, then humans wouldn't be there by now.
We'll come to an extinction, right? Yeah. And the same if all of them are male. خَلَقَ مِنْهَا زَوْجَهَا. So we have males and we have females. We have this and we have that. We have variety of people. Why? Why did Allah create us different? To fight with one another? So that we have a strong and we have the weak. So that the strong will fight with the weak and overcome the weak, right? Is that why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us? Right? Nur. So we have weak and we have strong, Muhammad. Why did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala create us different?
So we would not get bored or tired of life.
Yes, and one of the things Allah said in Surah Al-Hujurat, وَجَعَلْنَاكُمْ شُعُوبًا وَقَبَائِلَ لِتَعَارَفُوا. So you will get to know one another. So you will get to know one another. So I didn't know Noor before. Noor, pay attention with me please, okay? So I didn't know Noor before. Now I know her. She knows me. I didn't know Ahmed. I didn't know, this guy. So we get to know one another. We meet one another. You are from Egypt. Maybe he's from America. She's from Saudi Arabia. He's from this and that. We get to know one another. We meet one another, right? So Adam alayhi salam was created of various kind of earth. So we came out very different in how we see things and how we look at things. We have to accept one another and we have to respect one another. And we have to know that we all belong to the same species. We're all humans. It's one family. You are my brother. You are my sister because we all belong to one family. The father is who? Sayyidina Adam, the first male. And the mother is? Sayyidina Hawa, Eve. Peace be upon them. So we belong to the same race and the same family. When Allah created Adam, He put him in Jannah, in heaven. And He told him, don't eat from this single tree. Single tree. And He has so many trees to eat from. You can eat from this, millions of trees. But Allah said, one tree you cannot eat from. But Adam alayhi salam forgot, فَنَسِيَ. He forgot and he ate from this tree, right? So, وَلَمْ نَجِدْ لَهُ عَزْمًا. So he just forgot. He did not intentionally go against the will of Allah. He forgot. Abdullah.
Like my question last time, you didn't answer it yet. If he did not eat from it, would we still live in Jannah?
It wouldn't have happened. That's just a hypothetical question because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created Adam and he did eat from the tree. We wouldn't have come at all, But if we keep asking hypothetical questions, like that, what would have happened? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would know what would have happened. But Allah did create Adam alayhi salam and He knew, we discussed this before, that Allah knows everything ahead of time. It does not mean that He forces the course of the actions to go this way or that way as far as our destiny, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes everything easy for us. وَهَدَيْنَاهُ النَّجِدَيْنِ وَهَدَيْنَاهُ what? النَّجِدَيْن. What surah is this? What surah is this? وَهَدَيْنَاهُ النَّجِدَيْن فَلَقْتَحَمَ الْعَقَبَةِ Surah Al-Balad, not Al-Baqarah. You got it wrong, but inshallah next time you get it right. Surah Al-Balad. وَهَدَيْنَاهُ النَّجِدَيْن, which means what? Allah said we guide him, the human being, the two ways. You are guided. If you want to go this way or this way, Allah showed you and He told you, this way will take you there, this way will take you there. You want to go this way is going to take you to Jannah. You want to go this way, it's going to take you to the fire. So choice is yours. So Allah knows everything ahead of time and He knew that Adam would be like that and He chooses that, but he has to come. He has to, he had to live in Jannah and he had to go through things and he had to, do all of that and then come to earth. He was made for earth. Abdullah.
Why did Allah specifically choose fire as like a punishment for the disbelievers?
Because it hurts. It's one of the worst things that hurts, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chooses whatever He wants. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, again, when we try to think why did Allah make this or that, we can think of the wisdom, we can try to think of the wisdom, but we might not be able to get to it. We know that fire is one of the worst ways, if not the worst ever, to punish. So this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chooses for them. Adam alayhi salam ate from the tree. Once he ate from the tree, he figured out he lost all the advantages that he had. He was living with his wife, and can do a lot of things. Sometimes Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us, these are the few things that you cannot do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You cannot eat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you can still eat millions of things. You cannot say a few things like bad words, but you can still say millions of good words. Shaitan, who is the enemy of Adam, devil, comes to us and tries to make us do the bad things, even though they are few in number. But he's like Adam alayhi salam, it was a single tree that he was not supposed to eat from. But he still has millions of trees. He had millions of trees to eat from. But he forgot. Shaitan came to him and he said, you know what, I swear that if you eat from this tree, you'll be this and that. And for a second, he just forgot that he was not supposed to do that. And he ate from it. And he ended up losing all of that. And Allah said, now you have to go down to earth and you have to go through things. In Jannah, you would eat everything for free. But now on earth, you have to go hunting, find your food, find your shelter. And you have to prove again to Allah that you deserve to come back to Jannah. How to prove to Allah that you deserve to come back to Jannah is by doing good. You follow. Allah still will guide you back to Jannah, but you have to prove that you deserve that through your actions and through your faith and everything. Right? This is very simply the story of Sayyidina Adam alayhi salam. He started in Jannah. We have to know that he had an enemy. Shaitan is there. Shaitan, when Allah asked him to prostrate for Adam, because Allah created Adam as the best of his creation, Shaitan refused and he said, no, I am better than him. I'm not going to prostrate myself for him. And then later on, Allah tells us everywhere in the Quran, elsewhere in the Quran, that Shaitan is going to be an enemy for you, the children of Adam. Shaitan himself said to Allah, now, if you extend my life, I will mislead them. I will misguide them. Take them all to the fire. So Shaitan is our enemy. And he is going to the hellfire. He wants to take everybody with him. How? He sees you. You cannot see him. It's not scary or anything. He cannot do anything for you. He cannot. All he can do is what? Is talk to you in your mind and try to make you do something. But you have all the power. You can say, no, I'm not going to do that. Sometimes bad ideas come to you. I want to do this bad thing. I want to do this. No, reject all of that. It's from Shaitan, from your enemy. Allah says, Inna shaytana lakum
عدو مبين.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us he's your enemy because he refused to prostrate to Adam. Allah ordered him, do that. Adam is the best of the creation. He did not like it. And he envied Adam and he did not prostrate to Allah. Not only that, he also said that I'm going to be the enemies of Adam, the enemy of Adam and his children. So he said, I'm going to take them to the hellfire. He is going to the hellfire, and he said, I'm going to take them with me to the hellfire by deviating them. How? Like you're thinking, he will deviate you. He will make you think bad. Allah said, وَهَدَيْنَاهُ النَّجِدَيْنِ We guided the human being the right way. This is the right way. This is the way. This way is going to take you there to Jannah. And Allah also guides him. He told him, this way is going to take you to the hellfire. And he warned him to go this way. But the choice is the human being to be good or bad, to do good or bad, to say good or bad. We have the free will. Shaitan will always try to make you go the wrong way, but the choice is yours. He's not going to force you. Abdullah?
If Shaitan knew that he was gonna go to hellfire, why did he still want to go there very bad?
He doesn't want to go there. He knew that this is his destiny because of his choice. He refused to obey Allah. And this is the destiny of those who refuse to obey Allah. He was so good before. He worshipped Allah with angels, but he failed, and he falls. So he failed to obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he, not only that, he challenged. Sometimes we might make mistakes, and this is the difference. When we make a mistake, we repent and we come back, right? We make a mistake, we come back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Shaitan made a mistake, he did not come back. He continued and he said, no, I am better. I'm right, you're wrong. And he was, going on like that. Let's get to recite the ayat. Muhammad, if you can recite those ayat for us quickly, and we take more lessons and we conclude. Muhammad.
ولقد عهدنا إلى آدم من قبل فنسي ولم نجد له عزما وإذ قلنا للملائكة اسجدوا لآدم فسجدوا إلا إبليس أبى فقلنا يا آدم إن هذا عدو لك ولزوجك فلا يخرجنكما من الجنة فتشقى إن لك ألا تجوع فيها ولا تعرى وأنك لا تظمأ فيها ولا تضحى فوسوس إليه الشيطان قال يا آدم هل أدلك على شجرة الخلد وملك لا يبلى فأكلا منها فبدت لهما سوآتهما وطفقا يخصفان عليهما من ورق الجنة وعصى آدم ربه فغوى ثم اجتباه ربه فتاب عليه وهدى.
Ahsante ya Muhammad, mashallah, beautiful. This is the story. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, that's what happened. He ate from the tree and he, forgot. Shaitan, managed to, take him this course a little bit, but he came back to Allah. ثُمَّ اجْتَبَاهُ رَبُّهُ. He came back to Allah and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepted his repentance. That's another lesson for us. We may make a mistake sometimes, but when we hurt somebody, when we fail to do something that we were supposed to do, we need to come back quickly, right? Come back quickly. Do not go the wrong way and continue the wrong way. If you did not do what you're supposed to do, or you did something bad, or you did something wrong, come back. It's okay. It's okay. You can always come back and then try to fix that. Otherwise, you do like Shaitan. He went wrong and he continued going wrong. So we can always come back, Noor. When we do something wrong, we can always come back. Ahmed, Muhammad, myself, Abdullah, Huda, Noor, everybody. So we can always come back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Dear viewers, not a problem. Actually, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, if you're not going to make mistakes and repent, Allah would have replaced you with other people who would make mistakes and come back to Him. Not to make mistakes, but to come back to Him. It's like when you ever do anything wrong, come back. Know that Allah is waiting for you and He will fix your problems and everything. You try in the first place to do good as possible, to be more like angels who always worship Allah. Doing good actions and talking good and thinking good, that's what makes you a good person. That's what makes you more like angelic or close to angels. And doing bad is just following your enemy and giving up everything to your enemy. Noor, go ahead. What do you have for us?
أنا كنت بفكر دلوقتي أتفرج على Dirty Finger على
English. What about the English? That's Arabic.
Okay.
You were thinking to watch
بس أنا مش بعرف أقول net على Dirty Finger بالإنجلش.
You can go ahead, say it, and I will translate to our viewers. Not a problem.
If look, I was thinking I want to watch on net now because
the internet. Okay.
But
so this is such a good example. She wants to get to the internet right now. That's actually everybody. Me too.
I just want to watch on the net.
The internet, yeah. That's actually she always brings us good example and she inspires us, mashallah.
Not the internet.
Not the internet.
The one who has everything,
Is it the phone? Is it something in the phone? Okay.
It has Quran
That's on the internet too. You can on the internet you can have Quran.
But we have it in mommy's phone.
Okay.
But I was thinking to watch
but
it
let me make a point here. I got your point. Let me make a point in here, okay? The point that I'm trying to make, that she inspires me to make, is internet is such a good example. It could be a way to learn Quran, like whatever program or app she's talking about.
My mother always hears it in her phone, and I hear
amazing. It's an app. It's called an application on the phone. Right. So you can have right application and you can have other bad application. You can get to the internet and watch Quran or listen to Quran or learn something good for you, and you can spend day and night playing games or doing something wrong and going left and right. So this is an example. Shaitan will tell you always to go to the bad places there and learn other things and waste your time. But if you want to be good, you have to be selective and select what's good for you. And we conclude by this as a very good example. Thank you, Noor, for bringing this up as a good example for choosing the right way, to go the right way versus choosing the wrong way. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the benefit of the Quran, and thank you all my guests here in the studios and I thank you also my dear respected viewers, and I see you next time, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
If you're looking for a book to read that's gonna give you what you need, the Quran is like a light. The readers, they shine so bright. It shows us the way to go. Before it, we did not know. When you put it in your heart, I think you're gonna say,
I love Quran.
first you gotta read it, then you understand it, then you wanna say,
I love Quran.
when you understand it, then you gotta do it, then you wanna say,
I love Quran.
when you do it, you will be rewarded, then you wanna say,
I love
but
Quran.
first you gotta read it, then you understand it, then you wanna say,
I love Quran.